Have you guys been paying attention at all to the Charleston White versus Crip Mac?
I don't even know who that is.
Yes, I've seen it.
You don't know Charleston White?
I asked in the group chat, who is that? You didn't say nothing.
It's a lot to explain.
Where did he come from?
It was on David Dobrik first, right? I think Say Cheese discovered him, and then Vlad has kind of like taken him on and does more.
Well, I know he hates the whole LA.
He hates
Charleston White
gangbanging in general. He put out a big ass video where he was talking all this shit about Crip Mac, calling him homeless and talking all this reckless ass shit.
Who is this guy?
Crip Mac hit me up and he said, "Hey, you can interview any of the enemies, blah, blah, blah. But just anyone besides that Custer, Charleston White." Told me that's the one person. And Crip Mac has been understanding about me interviewing multiple rappers that are clearly people that don't get along with him.
I agree. I don't want you to interview the nigga either.
Why?
Who is this person?
He just talks shit about everybody, bro, especially with gangs and all type of shit.
I have had some
That nigga come here, I'm going to set him up.
Really?
I'm just letting you know.
He's saying this on camera, so he know he really mean it.
I'll have to meet up with him in a random Motel 6 studio.
Don't bring him here.
Yeah.
What are you particularly aware of him saying that was so offensive?
I just don't like.
He has acknowledged that he pissed off every single gang in
Bro,
LA.
he says fuck Nipsey. He says fuck.
Who is this?
He says,
is he like the new?
You gotta stop asking that, because what can we really tell you at this point?
I just want to know who it is.
He's just a guy.
Is he a rapper? He's a YouTuber?
They get tons of views. It's pretty crazy that you don't know who he is.
Talks about everybody. He really got beef with like Bosco.
Is he almost like the Takers guy, where he's just dissing everybody?
No, because he's not from around here. He's from
like Texas or something.
Oh,
like
that's
Tennessee,
even weirder.
I don't know.
But like he says he wants C-Mac to go to jail. He says fuck Nipsey. He says he just disses everybody.
Oh, he's going crazy.
Fuck your dead. Fuck all gang members. Fuck all your dead homies.
He sounds like Space Ghost Perp on a rant.
Did you pay attention to the thing with Mob James?
Yeah, even that shit too. With Mob James was like, my nigga, you're disrespectful.
But his whole argument to Mob James seems to basically be like, why should anyone give a fuck about your dead brother? Because y'all are in a gang, so y'all have killed tons of people, so therefore you don't deserve any sympathy from me or anyone else because you are in a gang.
And then he says stuff like,
it's kind of a weird argument.
You LA niggas think y'all the biggest, baddest people in the world and all this shit like that. Like, come on, my nigga. Shit's stupid.
Okay, but this is the extremely... He's touching on some... This is the most inflammatory thing that I've probably ever seen him say, and he said in the Vine interview the other day, he said, the Bloods and Crips, and I guess street gangs in general, have done more damage to the black community than the Ku Klux, than slavery.
Jesus.
He's not, I wouldn't say slavery, but he's not lying. Gang banging fucked up a lot of shit for the community. But one thing that you got to understand is that a lot of people didn't have the right guidance. They had the bad role models and stuff like that. They had homeboys that they had role models that they looked up to that were telling them to do bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that don't just stem from that. You feel me? Because I got OG Suicide is somebody that told all of us, like, I don't want y'all gang banging. You feel me? Go do something positive. Go do music. Go do sports and stuff. You got G homies like that. I'm in a position, I tell my little homies, like, hey, listen, my nigga, don't even call me with nothing negative. I don't want you to do nothing negative. I don't want you to go sliding. I don't want you to do anything. I want you to get some money, live, take care of your family and shit like that.
Yeah, that's a
so
fact.
if you don't got people that's talking to you like that, that's fucked up. So the old stigma of gangbanging is, niggas are sitting there scared to do shit themselves, and they had a little homies. You know what? You want to be from the hood? Go in here and go do that and fuck up the community and shit. But we getting smarter than that.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen that big of an outcry from him saying that. When I first heard it, I thought, wow, that is like a crazy offensive statement.
Lying, but he's not lying by saying something similar to that, though.
Right. I don't know.
This is all new to me. I'm just like soaking it in.
I mean, the two things that you're basically choosing from there is like taking the blame and putting it on yourself and your community, or putting it on something outside of your community. And the problem is that the situation that black people in America have been basically forced into is not a situation of their own doing. I mean, they were stolen from their country of origin and taken to America and stuff. But then at a certain, so like clearly right there, it's easy to see how their situation and the reason why there might be higher levels of crime with black people in America, et cetera, is like very, or at least, lower levels of wealth and such.
But let me tell you
very
something,
easy to understand. But then once you, at a certain point, you do have to start putting a degree of, attention to just how you choose to move and how a community chooses to behave. And I think there is a certain degree to which it's like, okay, people need to be more honest about the negative effects of gangs and of like, you know, fetishizing a street life.
Yeah, but
at a certain point.
But
you
if
know?
you wasn't taught that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you didn't get different experiences in life, and then too, if you think about it, right, it's like you're destined to fail because when you go to the hood, you see liquor stores every fucking corner.
Every
you see,
fucking corner.
You see, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that when you go other places and shit like that. And then two, you take. Most of these guys, they come from broken homes. The fathers are not in their life, and they're not sitting there putting, you know what I mean, the real law down. They're not scared of their fathers. Their fathers are gone. They're absent in their lives. So guess what? They're getting raised by women, and they're not looking at women to try to be a man. So they sit there and say, "Oh,
They
you know,
learn everything from the streets. And
you learn that from somebody." And you know, to a young kid right now, house phone could tell a young kid right now, do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? I can tell a kid right now who's watching us right now, hey, it's cool to do this or it's cool to do that. You know what I mean? We got influence on that. So when motherfuckers growing up in the hood, you got guys who are busters, who ain't put in no work and ain't did none of that shit, and will sit there and trick a young guy and tell him, hey, here, put a gun in his hand, go do this, go do this, go do that, and destroy the community and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's fucked up.
Hey, wait, hold on. Speaking of motivating and like talking to this kid that I talked to maybe like in August, I like posted something and he replied to me. He said, I needed to hear this, bro. Everyone switched up after I crashed my car and shit sucks. Like whatever, he totaled his car or whatever, right? And I said, now when you get your new whip, don't give nobody no rides, right? This nigga just DM'd me today all his new pictures of his new Camaro. I was like, I did it, bro. I'm like, damn, my nigga, you really came back fast as hell and got a brand new Camaro. So shout out to that kid. I just wanted to say
Bro,
that.
even with drinking, bro.
What are you talking? He just randomly interrupts the podcast
No,
to read a DM.
I wasn't
No,
interrupting.
you saying it goes with what we talking about.
He said, thank you for motivating me, you fucking bitch ass Adam.
Shit.
Shout out to Gabe.
Seems like a stretch, but okay.
No, but even with drinking, bro, I didn't think like me stop drinking would affect a large number of people, bro. And like the No Jumper fans be like, damn, bro, if you could do it, I could do it too. That shit make me really go hard. So, you know, people been trying to make me slip. They be like, bro, take this. And I'm like, nah, I don't, because I don't want to let everybody down, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Imagine
so I'd rather
DMs,
drink this water and all that.
Imagine the DMs you would get if you posted you taking a shot of your story
Bro,
right now.
I feel like I'm going to let everybody
They
down,
literally,
bro.
they would fucking jump out the window and
I can't do
freak
that.
out.
Sticking to it. Been almost 4 months now.
Must be nice. Must be nice to have that self-control. I'm not stopping smoking weed. What the hell else am I going to do?
Good.
You say you're not going to stop smoking weed?
Hell no.
I feel like you stopped smoking weed for like 2 seconds one time.
Yeah, it was tough for like a week
I
when I had COVID.
If it don't fuck you up, I don't feel like if it's not a problem, if it's not making you like mess up shit in your life, then you shouldn't do that.
The doctor said I had 2 years to live.
Why would you even play around like
I keep
that?
smoking backwards.
Yeah, like why?
You should even play around like that.
I told him, fuck off.
You shouldn't speak things like that to existence.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
So you think because I joked about it, it's more likely to happen?
Yeah,
I feel like the tongue is powerful, bro.
Pause, but also no. I could joke around about it. It's not more likely to happen. It's exactly the same likelihood. That's just me. I don't believe in none of those spiritual miracle weirdo stuff.
That ain't weirdo
You
shit,
be listening
bro.
to Eminem.
You need some Jesus in your life.
You do. You need something in your life.
One day, me and you are gonna have a conversation about Jesus.
I don't want to be
I don't
anywhere
wanna
near
be
this
here
combo.
either. I ain't with it.
I do not want to hear your logic
And
behind
we
it.
don't want to meet Crip Jesus either.
I don't feel like you. Well, I don't know. I don't know how serious you are about it.
What you mean?
Honestly, I haven't argued with anyone about religion in so long.
Yeah, I feel like you
can't even-
stopped.
I can't even remember the stuff I used to say.
Bro,
I mean, but look, when you break down everything,
Crip Jesus.
when you break down everything, bro, somebody created us. Somebody created the air we breathe. All of this shit didn't just pop up out of
Ain't
nowhere,
just pop-
bro.
The Big Bang
So
Theory.
whether you believe in whatever religion that you believe in, there's a higher power, bro, that created all of this, bro.
I don't agree with that at all.
So you think we just popped up?
More or less, yeah.
How we just popped up?
From what?
From
where?
what?
I don't know.
Evolution of what?
You think I was a tadpole?
You think?
So you
Because of a line of tadpoles.
but you think it is logical to think that there's like a God and he started all this and that like this is.
I
But
think-
like
This-
where?
this-
I
you
think-
think this was his big idea?
Where's us sitting at this table?
Or just like humanity in general, like look how fucked up shit. It doesn't seem. This doesn't seem to be the work of a person who's capable of performing miracles.
It is fucked up, but it's also beautiful. It's beautiful that you get to.
It's what you make it.
That you procreate and you made Parker and you look at Parker a certain type of way and you want her to grow up.
Hey, can you
and
turn the air on?
It's all type of shit, bro. Like,
I'm gonna raise her to not believe in God too. Just with the
well,
record.
that's a terrible
Yo,
decision. I
stop.
believe.
Why?
Yeah, why? Just let
Because
her.
I don't believe in God, and I think the whole idea is insane.
But
Well-
just let her form her own opinion. You don't have to raise her to specifically
I'm
not
just saying,
believe
Why
in
would I
God.
want her
Since
to
you're
have
back-
her own opinion when
since
there's
you're- since
clearly
you're
like
Mr.
it's
Scientist-
a right and wrong?
Since
type
you're
thing.
Mr. Scientist and fact based, where's the proof that evolution started all of this shit though? So you really
That's a
don't
fact.
believe that something or somebody bigger than us created everything?
I'm not.
The sea, the
I'm
land,
not a
the
person
animals,
who puts
the
a lot
humans.
of time and effort into thinking about the Big Bang or the origin.
But you
of the
put in all this
universe.
time for vaccinations and shit, so you might as
Yeah,
well
that's
for
a-
your own mortality.
I cannot think of a response that would be more unrelated to the thing that we are discussing than that. But I'm not somebody who puts a lot of time into thinking about like the origin of the universe and stuff. But the idea that you think that there needs to be a God or a creator or something in order for there to be a universe is insane. And then also, I would like to say that we're living in a simulation, so I don't really think.
Yeah, honestly-
even having this argument, seems
I don't believe
insane.
any of this shit is real, honestly. So